Hi there, friends. This is Emily Windsor Craig, and you caught this old lady with a bee in her bonnet. Yes, you have. All right. And the simple matter is, I have been looking for a referral. I have some stuff in my apartment that needs to get offed, okay, needs to get taken. Computer printer, double bed, yaketa smacketa. So I call around, and guess what? Goodwill shut down, Salvation Army shut down, St. Vincent de Paul shut down, and I realized they've got us. They've got us. You know why? Because nobody will do nothing. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nobody. We're all just sitting here with our hands folded in our lap. And if we can't do something for ourselves, too bad. Too bad. Now, in my generation, when you went to the ER and you had a problem that was specific to a specialty, they called in the specialist and you became assigned to that specialist and you dealt with that specialist. They didn't just hand you a prescription paper and tell you to go find your family practitioner and go get a referral from that one. They actually connected you to a specialist. And if you needed something disposed of, you could talk to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army, and they would know the names of haulers and truckers who could help you get the stuff out of your garage. And if you needed some help with a problem, the people who made money off of dealing with the problem knew the other people that dealt with the areas of the problem that they didn't deal with. Okay, if Goodwill wasn't closed, they would have the names of independent operators who could do what you need to have done. And the whole matter hangs on the lack of networking of the working and common people. And this is what they bank on. Call your electric company. And how do they treat you? In their phone system, you go from ding to ding to ding to ding to ding, and you tell them and you tell them and you tell them and you tell them, and they say, we'll get back to you maybe. Okay, the impersonality, the indifference that we have been programmed to accept is unacceptable. No, this is not okay. If you want your nose picking department, press 1. If you want your, no. This is not business. This is not civil society. We have to connect with each other to help each other do things, all right? In my generation, we had cooperatives. We had daycare cooperatives and food cooperatives. There were pawn shops where you could get rid of stuff. There were credit unions, not just banks. There were skills banks. In Reston, Virginia, Useful Services Exchange used to have a phone system that connected people in the community with other people who had skills that they needed. All right. People used to connect with each other. Never mind the phone system and never mind the government. People used to connect with each other. Churches used to have members who would visit, who would actually visit the congregants and help, all right? Help with whatever needed helping. And that practice has been drummed out of us and deprogrammed by the Tavistock telephone answering systems that reduce us to pushing 1 for the nose picking department and 3 for the sales department and so on and so forth. I get 6 silence telephone calls every day that come from God knows where, and there's nobody on the line when I pick up the phone. And yes, I can block them. All right, so I'm blocking them. But I didn't consent to their calling me in the first place. And I don't want their services. I want services of people who are useful to me. And I want to be able to locate people who are useful to me. All right. And connecting with somebody on Craigslist hasn't worked for me. The 2 or 3 interactions I've had on Craigslist turned out badly. And there's no longer local connections like that. And the church doesn't connect, and even the senior citizen center is shut down. This virus, and the mortality rate this year is no different from any other flu or cold season in the last 5 years. In fact, it's a little reduced. The use of this COVID emergency to destroy our operating working society has been almost complete. And we have to say no to this. We have to carry on with our relationships despite the madness that's coming at us from the media, despite the orders and rules, the rule baiting that's coming at us. We have to continue to be human beings despite it. And that means we're going to have to do stuff that somebody doesn't like. And that's just tough. Yes, calling for assistance on the telephone has become a joke. And for those of us of my generation, it's worse than a joke because it just leaves us with no options at all. I'm hoping and praying that martial law and the military is going to clean up this mess where the Department of Justice, the FBI, the U.S. Marshal Service, the Secret Service, and the various governors have simply washed their hands of creating good outcomes for the people. I've had enough of this. I hope you have too. This is my rant for the day. I have pieces of furniture I want to give away, and there's nobody who has any interest in accepting them from me. Good day.